Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is k times k times k plus k. This is equal to 10. What are the values of k? Now, let's provide solution here. Now, if it is your first time you come across videos from this channel, kindly subscribe. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and like this video so that you can be recommended to other viewers. Let's provide this solution quickly. So k times k times k, this is the same thing as k to power 3 plus k, this is equal to 10. So let's take 10 on the left hand side, so that here we have k to power 3 plus k subtract 10, this is equal to 0. The next step from here, we have k to power 3 plus k subtract 10. We can express 10 as 8 plus 2, and this is equal to 0. The next step from here, we have k to power 3 plus k subtract 8, negative times plus 2, this is minus 2, then this is equal to 0. So here we have k to power 3 plus k. Now we can express 8 as 2 to power 3, then subtract 2, this is equal to 0. So this is k to power 1 and this is 2 to power 1. So here we have k to power 3. Let's combine with 2 to power 3 so that we have k to power 3 subtract 2 to power 3, then plus, this is k to power 1 and we have 2 to power 1, so we can combine this. So k subtract 2, this is equal to 0. Now, we have that k to power 3 minus 2 to power 3. This is actually the difference of 2 cubes expressed as a to power 3 minus b to power 3, which we can express as a minus b. Here we'll have a squared plus a times b, then plus b squared. So that now we have that k to power 3 subtract 2 to power 3. This can be expressed as k minus 2. Here we have k squared plus 2k, then plus 2 squared, which is 4. Now, let's substitute here. So we have k minus 2. We have k squared plus 2k plus 4 plus, now here we have plus k minus 2. This is equal to 0. So the next step from here, k minus 2 and k minus 2 is common. So let's factor out k minus 2. So that now here we have k squared plus 2k plus 4, then plus 1 here, close the bracket, this is equal to 0. So essentially, we have two parts here. We have k minus 2, this is equal to 0. And we have the second part here, which is basically k squared plus 2k, then plus 4 plus 1, this is 5, so plus 5, this is equal to 0. So from the first part here, we have that k1 is equal to 2. So this is the first real solution that we have. So let's solve for the other values of k here. This is a quadratic equation of the form ak squared plus bk plus c, this is equal to 0. So this implies that from this quadratic equation that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and that c is equal to 5. So to solve for k2 and k3, this is by we introduce the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all this divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c, so that here we have minus 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared, this is 2 squared, which is 4, subtract 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 5, all this divided by 2. So let's proceed from here. So here we have minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 times 5 over 2 times 1. So we have minus 2 plus or minus, now the square root of, we have 4 minus 5 times 4, this is 20, divided by 2. So this implies that here we have minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 20, this is minus 16, divided by 2. So that now here we'll have minus, this is equal to minus 2 plus or minus, we can express the square root of minus 16 as the square root of 16 times minus 1 divided by 2. So the next step here, this is the same thing as minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 16, this is 4, the square root of minus 1, this is I, then divided by 2. So therefore from here, you find that 2 is common here, we can factor out 2, so we'll have 2 into the bracket here, minus 1, plus or minus, so here we have 2i, close the bracket, then divided by 2. So here we have 2 and 2 simplifies, so that now here we'll have minus 1 plus or minus 2i. Then now we have that k2, the value of k2 is minus 1 plus 2i, and we have that k3, this is equal to minus 1 minus 2i. Now actually these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions. Now we only have one real solution, which is k1, and k1 is actually equal to 2. The value of k1 is equal to 2. So the next step here is to verify. So let's verify this quickly. Let's verify. Now, if you recall here, we have that k times k times k plus k. This is supposed to give us a value of 10. Now, substituting k, which is 2, here we'll have 2 times 2 times 2, then plus 2. This is supposed to give us a value of 10. So 2 times 2, this is 4. 4 times 2, this is actually equal to 8. Then plus this 2, this is equal to 10. So 8 plus 2, this is essentially equal to 10, and this is equal to 10. So this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And that implies that we have 3 solutions here. We only have one real solution and 2 complex solutions. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. Kindly like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.